Hello everyone, Derek's Damn Toys back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be reviewing a loose figure on the inside of this package. I'm sure you guys will know who it is based off of the thumbnail because I'm not going to act like it's a mystery unboxing. I like the little ducky in the corners of the packages, by the way. But this package I bought on eBay. It was shipped by a guy named Nightwolf Nathan. I want to say Nightwolf Nathan. And this was a pretty good deal. No returns accepted, though. I don't know what the hell that noise was. But no returns accepted, though. So I hope everything is good on the inside of the package. In the description, he said that he was a avid collector and stuff himself, so he would be shipping it in some of the finer qualities possible. And well, this is a water seal like protectant case, and I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to flip the package over either to read it on camera, so I'll do it like this. Water and tear resistant. Okay, so yeah, so already kind of off to a pretty nice start. Let me get this opened up and I'll pull out the figure and we'll get the review going. Just going back in it now that the label's off of it. Water and tear resistant. Same package, got the little ducky in the corner. I'll have it opened here in a second. Alrighty. Now that I've gotten the package opened, I know it is correct and stuff like that. So far off to a great start. The package was nicely sealed, taped very well with the label on the front of the package. But now let's slide the figure out. And I'm sure you can tell who it is, but just in case you couldn't, let's get the bubble wrap off. We have the Elite 90 Jey Uso. Finally getting the Usos up in my collection. Let's set the phone down. Let's get this out of its little plastic baggie. Alrighty, looking good so far. Everything's looking nice and clean. Couple of little scuff marks from what it looks like, but you know, it don't look too bad. Still feels nice and good in the hand as it should. We'll get into some of those things here in a few minutes, but let's just get some of these accessories off and we'll get the accessories broken down and then talk about the figure itself. I will say, very clean look at Uso figure. Alrighty. So here's the accessories it comes with, of course, other than the other set of hands. So you've got two choke slam hands. You got the I'm a Get 'em shirt, which I wish I actually owned that shirt. And then you've got the little white thing of flowers. I don't know exactly what they call this. I think it's like called a what is it, a reef or a leaf? I don't know. But it's got a lot of nice detail on it. I don't know why I just tossed it down like that, but it's got a lot of nice detail. You see the little green, like, I want to say those are little green leaves. It's kind of hard when I'm looking at it through the camera itself, but looking in person, they're leaves. And they're nice, like little white roses. The I'ma Get 'em shirt feels nice. It's actually a little bit see-through too, which is kind of interesting. But now, let's just get into the reason why we're here. You know, your boy, Dr. Pepper Strawberry and Cream. No, this is not a sponsor. This shit's very fucking delicious. But why don't we get into the figure itself now? First things first, the head sculpt definitely looks very nice. Very much like Jey Uso. Got the little mullet in the back. His hair is a lot shorter. So hopefully when I get my Jimmy, the hair's a lot longer on that head sculpt. I want to say it is, but I still haven't really looked at it just yet. Haven't watched too many reviews. Now, other than like a couple of little like black marks on like the white sleeve here, which that's fine. At least I want to say that's just like a little black mark. I hope that's not like dirt or something. It looks really good from the top up. Or yeah, from the waist up. The waist down, still fairly nice and clean. It's just a all white attire, so you know what to expect with it. It's gonna stain up a little bit, but it looks really nice and really clean, and that's all that really matters here. Now the price point I bought it at, maybe I spent a little too much on this and the other figure I got in the mail, but I mean, Usos are rare. When they come around, they come around. You don't get them too often. But breaking down the articulation real quick, you can look down about that much. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the figure. There we go. You can look down that much. You can look up that much. He's got the arm bend, which is a little loose, but it's still tight enough at the same time, so it won't be too much of a bother. I wish I had blackout curtains up in here. Maybe I'll do the rest of this review up in my room, because it's hard to focus on this figure with the camera. Let me go see how it looks, and I'll be right back. Alright, I think this is a little bit of better lighting. So, getting back into this, the head sculpt can look down that much, can look up that much. Can bend pretty well. It's a little loose, a little tight at the same time, kind of what you want, especially in a woman. Gotta love when my girlfriend flips me off from the background. Maya, honey. Anyway, it's got arm rotation. We've got double bend in the elbow. Wrist swivel and wrist bend. The ab crunch is pretty nice. Waist swivel is nice as well. Can kick forward about that far. Do a super kick well, though. That's all that matters for the Usos. Got upper thigh rotation. Got a double bend in the knee, but holy crap, is it stiff. There we go, at full capacity. And it's got ankle rotation and ankle bend, but I don't feel like taking the time to do the ankle bend, because I'm not gonna risk breaking the peg if it's too tight. But yeah, the figure looks really good. Only gripe I'm having with it so far is down here. You might be able to see it on camera. It's a little bumpy. Like it kind of looks like a little bit of sandpaper got to it or something. I don't know. But it's really good figure. Price point might have been a little too expensive, but it's the price you pay when you don't get the figures when they come out. And before I get into the final part of the video, let's, take a good old sip of the strawberries and cream and tell you how I feel about it. All I can say, strawberry shortcake. You'll like it if you like that. If you don't, well, guess you might find a different Dr. Pepper you can have a good taste for.
It's delicious.
See, even my girlfriend says it's delicious. I'd point the camera at her, but I don't think she'd like that too much.
No.
But alright, let me get the accessories on the Uso and get into the final part. Alrighty, now that I've got them all posed up with the accessories on, the one hand not included with the figure, let me give my final thought about this. I think it's a really good figure. Of course, we've seen white jogger Usos. We've seen red jogger Usos. We're finally getting into some black jogger Usos, which really nice to see that we're getting a little bit more color on like Uso joggers. Because just having white and red was a little annoying, especially trying to find them on eBay for cheap. But compared to finding this one in the new Jimmy Elite, these ones were easier to find but more expensive separately. So I guess I could have went with the older ones, but I wanted the up-to-date head sculpts. I wanted the double jointed arms. And for that, I think it was kind of worth the pay. Maybe not full pay price, but we won't get into how much I paid for these. My girlfriend knows, and that's all that matters. But all in all, it's a really solid figure. If you want a Jey Uso Elite, maybe you could wait for the new ones to come out that are in matching gear. I didn't feel like waiting personally. Probably would have been paying a little bit more to get them on pre-order and stuff like that than I did pay overall for this one and Elite 95 Jimmy. Because hopefully I'll have that one next week on Monday. But yeah, overall, I'm going to say this figure is a good solid, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. A good 3.5 out of 5 stars. Only reason why I rate it as high as I do is because when they're solid, they're solid. I don't have any complaints about this. Really, only complaints I may have, and that's because I didn't notice it. There's like a little black smudge on the face. And then, because the seller didn't have the pictures up from the backside, so I, from the backside, Gady. Anyway, so I couldn't see the little scuff marks here, but they're not noticeable on camera as they are in person. But on that note, like the video if you like the video. Subscribe for future content, because I will be making a couple more action figure reviews, hopefully, and getting a little project going. And if you guys have it, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Of course, at the same name as the channel. Nothing extra, nothing special. Where I will post maybe like little clips of the upcoming project, and or just talk about the growth of the channel and how the channel's been doing. But yeah, on that note, I think I'm gonna head out and go eat some fucking dinner, yo. Peace.